Ghostly guys and gals, it's Ghost here, and welcome to my second depression vlog. So this week, it's been up and down. I started school this week, and school's actually gone pretty good so far. I've actually done all my assignments, and I didn't do all the work I wanted to get done, to be honest. But I did all the work that I needed to do. Anything else that I needed to do was just gonna be like extra. Icing on the cake. Like on Friday, I wanted to do some more stuff, but I didn't end up doing it. And I think it's just because it's like I didn't need to do it. I already finished my work for the week, and I was like ahead of schedule, and I was like, oh yeah, let me do some more work. Get even more ahead. But then I just didn't do it. So, but like I said, I'm on schedule. So if not slightly ahead of schedule, so that's good. Um, it's kind of nerve wracking though, because like I said in the last vlog, like at the beginning of school, like you're more motivated and stuff, and it's fresh and it's new and that sort of thing. And so yeah, I mean, I guess it's not like honestly, I had no idea what was gonna happen. I didn't know if there was gonna be a hiccup with my school like software, or if there was gonna be, the classes were gonna be completely impossible or something, or I just was gonna be like, oh, I don't feel like doing it, and I didn't do anything. But so it's the one of the best case scenarios here, and that's that yeah, I did all my work for the first week, and I took a quiz too, and I got 100 on it, so that was great. um, but yeah, it's a bit nerve wracking because for one of the classes, it wasn't really what I expected. The philosophy class is a lot more. How do I describe it? Um, it's not like I expected it to be more like the history of philosophy, and like you just kind we just kind of talk about Plato and Aristotle and that sort of thing, and we go over certain philosophical concepts, and like that would be it. And I took like a philosophy course back in high school, and I didn't do the best at it, but that was because it was like junior year, and that was when I was having my terrible depression stuff. So yeah, but I still got like I think a C at worst in that class, and wasn't even trying. So yeah, that's what I was hoping it was gonna be, but it's not really. It's a lot more like logic and logic puzzles and that kind of thing. We haven't really gotten to that stuff yet, but we're like laying a foundation, and the professor's like, "This course is very hard," and that sort of thing. And I was just like, "Oh gosh!" Like, I don't know if the professor's just like talking it up, and like maybe he's just building expectations so we'll be prepared, and also like maybe he just thinks it's really hard, but it's not for most people or something. I don't know, or at least for me, he seemed to be really talking it up. Like this course is gonna like mess you up and stuff. I was like, oh gosh, that's great. And but you know what? For at least for the first week, it hasn't been so bad. But I can tell that it's probably getting harder. So that's concerning. Um, as for my sociology class, it also wasn't really what I expected. Um, I kind of expected it to be nothing but reading and multiple choice quizzes and that sort of thing. But the teacher or the professors had us do a lot of writing, already, and it's kind of like, you know, I, it's a little bit more than I expected. And I'm not complaining or anything. It's like it is what it is. But yeah, it was a little bit. I wasn't necessarily expecting um, all this. But so far, so good. Even despite the fact that maybe it was a little bit more challenging or intensive than I thought, I've been doing my work, and I've been doing, a really good job of staying on track. Like, I don't know about you guys, but, so a lot of times in the past, if I, was like, oh, I'm going to take a break, I would go and maybe I would eat something, and I'd be like, oh, I'm going to watch a video, or I'm going to take a nap then. And I would. And then maybe, a few hours would pass. I'd be like, oh, it's already 9 p.m. I didn't do anything. Oh, well, I'll just go to sleep. But I actually was really impressed by my discipline, at least for this week. Like I would go and I would eat lunch or something, but then I would go back to work and I would, actually get stuff done. And so like a few days I would take a nap and then I would wake up and I would actually do my work instead of, just not. And, sometimes I would even like watch a few videos as for a break and I would get back to my work and I would do it. So that's very good, a good sign, I think. And I feel like I've learned a lot of lessons when I've been working at the airport with, a job I really didn't want to work at. And I was there for a while and just all my failures with school and work and that sort of thing. That I feel like I've learned stuff to the point where I'm like, yeah, I should probably just try and put in the work instead of goofing off or whatever, or just trying to escape. I feel like I've made strides in that department, but it's kind of hard to say, because I'm right at the beginning, and who knows what's gonna happen next week or the week after that or the week after that, and who knows, it's gonna be like I could lose motivation. And it's like I don't do anything, that could happen as soon as next week. Hopefully that won't happen, and I'll keep up this good pace of work. But we'll see. Anyway, in other news, so like I said that this week was kind of up and down. It's in an I'm gonna get to that right now, like the down part. So the ups were kind of like the fact that school was going well, things were going fine, and that's in that regard. And also like I said in the past vlog, I've just been feeling kind of better recently. So I mean, I had that going for me too. But things got kind of bad when in sociology class, like I was doing the reading and stuff, and they were talking about relationships a bit in one of the chapters, and it was making me really sad and stuff. And it's it's very hard to be like like sometimes you're just not thinking about like things that make you upset, but then if you're reminded of them, it's kind of like you can't not think about it. And of course that day, like I was in a live stream. I wasn't live streaming. I'm not. I don't do that. But I was like watching a live stream, and of course, like the streamer was JP. He was like, "Oh, how you guys' day?" And then somebody in the chat just had to say, "Oh yeah, I did this with my boyfriend." And I was just like, "Did you really have to say that? You couldn't have just said, 'Oh, it was a good day.'" I was just like, "Well, now I feel sad still." And then I think I don't know, something else happened. I either watched a video or yeah, I was like in the comment section of a video. Somebody talked about their significant other, and I was also just like, you know, I was feeling bummed about that too. And then on that night, I had a dream about Ireland, and it was basically I had a dream that she was pregnant with somebody else's child, of course, and I was very depressed about that. And it's so stupid to think like this, but it's like I get really sad when I think about either people I have crushes on or people that I like, my exes, like moving on and getting boyfriends or getting, married, God forbid. But yeah, it really makes me kind of upset. And I have like a really bad problem with jealousy where I'm like, if I can't have this, then no one can. And I'm like, I kind of just want everyone around me in my life, and even the people that aren't in my life, like these like ex girlfriends, and even Ireland, who's like we haven't really talked in a while and stuff. Like, I'm like, man, I wish they wouldn't have boyfriends until I got a girlfriend, and that's not a good way of thinking, especially because I have the same attitude for people like my sister and the few friends I have. I'm like, oh man, I don't want them to have a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, until I have a girlfriend. And my sister was like, that's pretty toxic, Ghost. You probably shouldn't think like that. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. But it's, like, it's like very hard, when somebody hits a nerve that's very sensitive, it's like, it makes you just like, you know, want to curl up and die. And it's like, I was just feeling really kind of lonely this past week, and like wishing I could have a relationship. It's been so long since I've really been in a relationship. It's been over a year, and it's been 2 years since I've been in an in person relationship. So it's been tough. And, so I think I'll have a better chance of maybe meeting girls when I go back to college on campus in the fall semester. And that's only a few months away in August. And I plan to join some extracurriculars and at least in theory, inside my head, I kind of am like, oh, if I see a cute girl in one of my classes, maybe I'll go up and talk to her or something. And don't know if that's gonna happen because I might just chicken out. I mean, in the past, I really have gone up to strangers and been like, "Hey, what's up?" Asked for their number and stuff. So I'm not gonna say it's impossible that I do that, but I feel like I don't know. It's very possible still that I'll just like not talk to them or whatever. But yeah, we'll see. But the problem is like it's very hard to be patient in regards to these sorts of things because sure, like once I go back to college in the fall, on campus, the chances of me getting a girlfriend are higher, but there's no guarantee. If there's a guarantee, like, Ghost, you will get a girlfriend in September or whatever when you go back to college. And, yeah. Then I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I can wait. But, there's obviously no guarantee of that. And I, I'm kind of just like impatient and I'm just like, I want a girlfriend now. Uh, so you might just be like, oh, well, why don't you just download dating apps or whatever? And it's like, you know, I don't really have the best history with those. If you've watched some of my videos, like I've gotten really sucked into them, and then it becomes my whole world and my whole like focus, and then it's like once if I'm not getting any matches, then like I'm completely depressed and sad and that sort of thing. Um, but at the same time, it's like I have had some success with dating apps and finding like my girlfriends like yeah, I mean, in fact, all my girlfriends have come from dating apps. So, I mean, well, three of them were in other countries. I don't think I could have met them anyway without, the internet or whatever. But, even the two that I had in person, I met them on Tinder. So, yeah. But it's just scary because I don't. Okay, so, it's funny because I feel like I come out fine in videos. That's why I guess I'm not so self conscious about this sort of thing. And also, nobody is going to watch these videos probably. So there's that too. But if I'm in pictures, I feel like I always come out really bad. And it's really hard for me to get a good picture of myself. And I just feel really self conscious about, the pictures I have of me on the dating apps. Like, I don't really think I'm that attractive to begin with. I'm very self conscious about the way I look. And it's just kind of hard to go on those dating apps, and especially after I've been off them for like so long. And I'm just kind of scared of it. You know, um, I'm kind of on the fence about it. I might end up downloading them again anyway. Don't know if I will. Right now, it's kind of looking like I probably won't, but I don't know. I could change my decision on a whim, and I'm still kind of thinking about it, but I don't know. We'll see. Um, but yeah, and I think that's about it. I mean, so mostly it's just been school and stuff, and then that loneliness kind of problem I was having, and even that was pretty bad, but it wasn't so bad. Like I didn't have any bad days this week. This week has just been pretty medium. Just like not bad, not good. So yeah, that's it's good. You gotta take it as a victory. Just be positive about it. So, I'll take it as a triumph, especially in regards to the school stuff. I mean, I know it's only the first week, and I know I've got a long way to go, and I didn't even do everything I like set goals to do. But I'm still proud of myself for doing such a good job of my work this week and being pretty diligent, at least for me. So I'm proud of myself for that. I'm pretty anxious to see if that's going to continue. I don't know. I hope so, but I don't know with me. Like sometimes it's like I think, oh yeah, I can do this, and then I try and I don't even come close to what I'm trying to do. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with that. But hopefully, school will continue to be doing well. And in regards to the loneliness stuff, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to end up, breaking down and downloading the dating apps, even if just for a bit, and just trying. Or I don't know if I'm just going to be like, it's not worth it. I'm just going to be single and wait till the fall semester to start trying in earnest. The more practical side of me wants to do that, but what's practical isn't, or what's desirable anyway, isn't always practical. What I'm trying to say is, even though I would rather probably just wait a few months or whatever until I get back to school and then, focus more on relationships, I've been feeling like I just want to do it now. So, and like I said, there's no guarantee I'll even get a relationship, even if the chances are higher. So, yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, that's probably going to do it for this vlog. I hope I see you guys all in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and bye.